Coming up in this video, it's my birthday today, so let's have a look at Happy Birthday to Me on CED from 1981. Let's check it out. This is my retro collection pickups.
Because of the bizarre nature of this birthday party, pray you're not invited.
Hello there and welcome to the Enigmatic Productions channel. I'm your host Harvey Retro, and I thought I'd take this opportunity to talk about a couple of CED video discs that I've got. And because I've got this one, it's a perfect opportunity. It's my birthday. Let's talk about Happy Birthday to Me. I mean, I haven't seen this movie. I was drawn to this fantastic artwork, which is basically, I mean, you can see it there. It's a kebab, like a shish kebab that's piercing through a guy. I mean, that's the most like hilarious but gruesome kind of horror image you can think of. I mean, this is a movie from 1981, as I said in the intro, and it's basically running off the back of things like Halloween and Friday the 13th. The capacitant electronic disc is an oddball analog format by RCA. It was first conceived in 1964 and was very ahead of its time, but due to bad planning, it took 17 years to go into production. And by 1981, VHS and Betamax were on the scene and they just pretty much took over. Now, I've been looking for a player. It's so big, I couldn't fit it in the frame. These things are huge and they're really heavy. I've been looking for a player for my CEDs for a while. I mean, I've only really looked on eBay, and they tend to be very expensive and they don't always work. When you do find one, people often try and offload their entire CED collection as well, so they can get pretty pricey. I mean, you can get a player for a few hundred, but the last one I saw on there was 500 quid for their CED collection, which looked pretty cool, and a working player. So if I had 500 quid, that'd be great. I'd just get that, but I haven't. So I'm looking to look at just trying to get a CED player at some point, and then just because I've got two of these now, I don't need a massive collection all like in a job lot. I just want to pick up certain discs now and again for the player. So I'm just looking at just the player itself, really. So if anyone has got one or knows where I can get a CED player, just get in touch. I think it's just a wicked, weird, quirky format that I'd really like to start collecting for. Enjoying this video? Show your support by hitting that thumbs up, subscribe and notification bell. For daily movie, music and gaming nostalgia, follow me over on Instagram.
Before they get to celebrate, 6 of them will die in the most bizarre ways you'll ever see.
Virginia, don't go away. Come over here, Virginia.
So Happy Birthday to Me is a slasher film directed by J. Lee Thompson and starring Melissa Sue Anderson and Glenn Ford. Its plot revolves around 6 brutal murders occurring around a popular high school senior's birthday. So yeah, I'm very excited to watch this. I'm sure it'll just be like a run-in-the-mill kind of average slasher movie, but even just to watch that scene alone, I've got to do it. I'm sure it's going to be fantastic. So let's have a look at the disc itself. So on the front, we've got the awesome cover art image with shish kebab, of course, and you've got the RCA logo with Columbia Pictures, and on the back, it also, the person who owned this before, J.R. Lee, just wrote his name in like permanent pen on the disc. And I mean, I probably could get that off with, you know, a bit of like sticky stuff remover or something like that, something solvent based, but I haven't yet, and it's just every time I see it, it annoys me. Fuck you, J.R. Lee. So on the back we've got 4 images, look pretty intriguing. It says A real shocker when a pretty student at an exclusive high school disappears mysteriously. A terrible chain of events begins, with one gruesome murder following another. As the death toll mounts, it becomes obvious that a mentally unbalanced student holds the key. Everything will be revealed at a macabre birthday party where the guests have one thing in common. They're all corpses. So good. Horror and terror on a grand scale, with Glenn Ford heading the cast list and the director J. Lee Thompson executing heart-stopping shocks and non-stop pace. Then it just goes into the cast. So yeah, that looks pretty exciting. But as I said, I'm probably just gonna have to check out the movie either on streaming or on another format, because I'm not gonna get a player anytime soon. So this one will just have to sit on the wall. But I've got another one to show you. So from the same year, 1981, I have got the Howling on CED. Again, this just looks great. Look how you can barely fit this in frame. Look, it's a massive. Oh god, look, J.R. Lee again. Fuck off, J.R. Lee. It just stands out. That it stands out more than the bloody title. But yeah, this artwork, it's like getting a vinyl. And I love that they all have a circle frame which frames the artwork really nicely. And a lot of these have had exclusive cover art pieces done just for this kind of format. You know, you get that with every format, don't you? When you get a new Blu-ray comes out, it's got a different cover art for it, which is usually crap on Blu-ray, let's be honest. But these, I remember seeing a really good Taxi Driver CED disc, and the artwork was amazing. I was like, I want that. Even if I can't play it, I just want that.
The Howling.
I mean, a lot of people know about The Howling. It's a 1981 American horror film directed by John Dante and starring Dee Wallace, Patrick Macnee, Dennis Dugan, and Robert Picardo. Based on the novel of the same name by Gary Bradner, the film follows a television newswoman sent to a remote mountain resort after a near-fatal incident with a serial killer, unaware that the resort's residents are bloody werewolves. So this is a bit of a confession as well. This is like an iconic werewolf movie. Again, trying to fit it in frame. It's an iconic werewolf movie, which I haven't actually seen, which is criminal for a horror fan. At least I've seen American Werewolf of London, that's the iconic one, but this is kind of one of the other really big ones that everyone talks about. Not actually seen it, so I'm looking forward to seeing this one as well. This is the one that like Dee Wallace is really famous for, because she's a big name in the horror genre, and this is the one that she's really known for. But I'm looking forward to watching this one as well. Again, not going to be on this format probably anytime soon, but I just want to watch it anyway, so I'll be watching that one. So on the back here, it's got I like what they've done here, because they've actually got the circle thing again, like on the front, and got some pictures here that have like cut like sort of clippings, like they're torn out of a magazine and they're kind of like put together like some kind of weird serial killer collage in a circle, which is pretty cool. And it's got a comment from the Los Angeles magazine, really generic name. One of the best werewolf movies ever made. The special effects are brilliant, beyond all description. That's just a really good comment. It's like over the top, that is. What else have we got on here? I said there's a really good image on the back there in the circle with the cutouts, but this image here, it's just a guy just like looking. It's just, it just looks really weird. Look at it. Other than that, great. What does it say about it? The Howling is perhaps the most realistic werewolf movie you will ever see. It's a film that captures all the dark history of the ancient legend while updating it with humour and modern makeup technology, and placing the story in contemporary California, utilising the latest special effects artistry. The man into werewolf transformations are nothing short of incredible, and certain to catch you unprepared. Director John Dante is a great student of thriller filmmakers of the past, and The Howling is his tribute to them. On the advice of her doctor, a pretty Los Angeles television reporter, perfectly played by Dee Wallace, star of E.T., goes with her husband for a little rest and relaxation to a therapy center on the California coast, but relaxation at the country retreat gives her way to intense fright when she starts imagining monsters, only she's not imagining. Seething with terror, the film explodes with a climax you'll never guess and never forget. The cold truth is no escape from The Howling. Excellent. So I'm primed and ready to go on The Howling, and happy birthday to bloody me. Oh, look at that. That is not the thumbnail. I was gonna say that's the thumbnail, but that's probably the worst face I've ever played. I was gonna say that's the worst face I've ever pulled. But yet these weigh a ton. When I lifted them up, then it was like lifting weights. But yeah, I love heavy things in my collection. I don't know, I love like heavy sort of collectibles, and these are absolutely amazing. But that's about it. Yeah, that's it today. I've got no other things to show off. I wanted to just do a CED special. So I'll see you soon. Right, thanks for watching, guys. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like. If you want to see more from us, hit that subscribe. See you next time on Enigmatic Productions.